invest in the companies that you know well, then you have more chances not to fail. But of course, this you can do. That's what I say. You should invest as you have just taken.
Crazy times and many great opportunities. How do you invest with falling prices? That is the topic of this session with Financial Success Secrets. And once again, I got with me my friend, investor and coach, Mario.
Hi, Joaquin. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, awesome. Mario, for those that haven't met you, could you say a couple of words about yourself?
Yes, for sure. First of all, I have to say that I am an engineer and I am a financial coach, and I have been doing this for some years. And I really enjoy talking to Joaquin about finance and personal finance, investments, and more.
Yeah, so we bring the best from both of our experiences, so you who listen can be empowered to tap into the opportunities that are existing, because it's all about shifting the focus from how do you bring in more money into your life to how do you get assets, because that's what's going to create your machine, your system. It's going to pay you to get you an additional income. So you can rely on more than just a single income stream, be more resilient in these times that many perceive as uncertain. And I can tell you, there are so many great opportunities, because both the stock market, the crypto market, prices are falling. So we have a lot of opportunities at a sale at the moment. First and foremost, you gotta do your own research. And Mario and I, we are only sharing our experience and what's working for us. There are no investing advice. However, we're happy to share what's working for us here.
Definitely working.
Mario, how do we deal with the falling prices now? What's a thing you would like to bring up?
Yeah, the first thing that came into my mind when you invite me to be part of your podcast, and which is very good. It was some weeks that we didn't meet. Is that when the economy is hit the way it's hit now, with inflation all over the planet, I have to say, and also with the stock market showing some red numbers or going prices, falling the prices, and also the crypto market as well. I have to say that the most important is that you remember that if you have created a strategy for your investments, you have to follow this strategy. That's the first things I want to say. For people who is an active investor, even if a small investor or is a big investor, but if you are new in the investment career, I have to say then is when prices are falling, the less you should do is sell. You should not sell your assets. You should keep it. And actually, you should see this as an opportunity, because in all markets that are falling is always opportunities. But the most important is these two things I want to mention. First, follow your strategy, investment strategy. If you have, because when you create a strategy for investment, you know this is going to happen. You know the price is going to fall. You know it's going to be crisis. But if you are not prepared for that, then you are maybe in a trouble. Because the first thing is that you invest your money that you don't need to buy the food and to put the food on the table for your family or for you. You invest money that you normally you will not use for that. And then you follow your strategy. Yes, Joaquin, please.
Yeah, I love what you say here with deciding on a strategy in advance and committing to those guidelines that you're going to follow. Because as you mentioned, it's just a matter of time before price goes down. At the same time, it's also just a matter of time before the price is going to go back up, because this is what the wealthy people have realized, that this is cycles. Price will go up, price will go down. And the wealthy people, they don't have a job, they don't waste their time, they don't waste their money. They have a strategy, they commit to it. And when the timing is right, so it's not about sitting at the computer all the time trying to find the perfect bottom or perfect top, but it's having a strategy that you commit to, that you know the rules, and you let the system, you let the market, you let your money work for you because you decided in advance what's going to happen. And then you follow that strategy. And then, as Mario mentioned, price will come down at the time. And when the price comes down, we can buy at a discount. When price goes up, we also got to have some rules for taking profit. So these are key things, very important, Mario. Thanks for bringing them up.
Yeah, I can even talk for my own experience. I have a long-term investment strategy where I bought ETF. I have selected a long time ago this ETF for the people who is listening to us. ETF are kind of exchange trade funds. They are funds.
So
and
it's kind of like a basket of stocks, many companies.
Yes, exactly.
One investment, so you can buy this fund, and you get
you are buying a basket with a lot of companies, but you are buying all these companies together in this basket. It's like buying one stock, but it's all the companies together. Like, for example, the 500 companies in the United States or any other. But the thing is that what I wanted to say is, in my case, my own portfolio is red now. I mean, as there are many, my ETF portfolio, which is the savings for the future, for the kids, or for retirement. In this case, this is a specific one for the kids, for my kids. And I see it as an opportunity, because now I just commit myself to my strategy and I will continue buying. Now I'm getting more for what I'm paying, getting more of these stocks, which is one stock for the whole basket. So it's okay. I mean, as long as you are using the money, you don't need to put food on the table for your family. You have to keep committed and keep doing what you are doing. I'm talking about this, for example, the stock market. But if you, in your portfolio, we are talking about, for example, if you have 5% or 10% in crypto, well, what will you do? I mean, you maybe are completely also in red numbers, but if you commit to that 5%, the best you can do is increase it, the quantity that you have. And that's exactly what I do. I'm not doing something different. And remember, this is not investment advice. This is just opinions of what we are doing. And you can have to make your mind what you are going to do.
I'll take your challenge with there was a question, what do you do? And yeah, what I'm doing and what we're doing at Catching Secrets is what's known as cost averaging. So that is what we do is, as price goes down, we buy, and as price goes further down, we can buy even more. That will push the average price even lower. It makes it even easier to make profits. Now,
totally.
that is given that what you invest in is something solid. So we gotta understand what we invest in. You gotta do the research, so you make sure that you invest in something that is going to go back up in price. And solid companies, they are gonna go back up in price and make us profits.
Definitely, and that's the most important. So when you I'm back to the long-term strategy. When you have these companies, it's going to be there for many years. Most of them probably. Then you just keep doing what you are doing.
Yeah. So we gotta understand what we invest in, and in some cases, maybe, or it could be that even the worst investment is the best because it's getting so cheap. So it's about digging into and understanding what you are investing in, and then you could also tap into and utilizing their experience or knowledge about a certain brand. Have you ever done that, Mario, that you're investing in something because you know that company or maybe that industry better than others? Maybe because you're even using the product or service that they offer?
Yeah, definitely. I have done that, of course, most likely with the IT sector because this is my background. So if you invest in the companies that you know well, then you have more chances not to fail. But of course, this you can do. That's what I say. You should invest, as you have just taken or rescue what you have said, that you should invest in what you know. Yeah, not in things that you don't know or understand. This is very important as well.
Cool. Yeah. And while we're connected, I would like to bring up one last point before we wrap this up. And as things are, or like as prices are going down, and we invest, and with everything that's happening in the world, Mario mentioned it, increased inflation, prices are going up, interests are going up. In order to commit to our strategy and follow those rules, those guidelines that we commit to, it's all about focusing on what we can control. And we can control what's on the inside. We can control ourselves, our actions, our emotions. So when we really do commit to the strategy and focusing on, what am I gonna focus on basically? And that is the strategy that's gonna serve you the most the long term, and also freeing up time because you let your money work for you and you utilizing the strategy. What is your experience with this, Mario? Focusing on what we can control.
Yeah, totally agree on that point, Joaquin. You should, I mean, you only can focus in the things you can control. You cannot control the price of the gas that is going high. You cannot control the inflation. You cannot control the crisis in the world, like war in some part of Europe, but you can control your economy. I mean, you can decide, and this is just an example, but you can decide if you are going to drive less, for example, and save on gas, or you can decide that you will continuous investment in the things you have committed to invest. This is under your control. I mean, your economy, you can control it. You cannot control the economy of the country you are living. But if you understand what's happening, and that's what is good if you are listening to us, if you are really aware, then you can take action in advance, which is even better. And that's what I say that, okay, maybe it's a bit more pricey, everything now in the country. What I can do? Yeah, well, I need to create more, I need to find ways to get more money, invest, or do, this is under your control. I mean, you cannot just stay just living from your salary, for example. But the most important is focus on that, and that you have to see what you can do within your range. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And as you said, this is really powerful if you listen, and also if you take action. For those of you who are listening, the best investment you can do is in yourself, and then apply the knowledge. It's a big difference between knowing something intellectually and actually applying it. Mario, thanks for coming up and helping and sharing your insights and your experience as you are investing for yourself, your family, and also helping other families achieving financial freedom. It's been a pleasure having you back on there, Mario. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Joaquin. My pleasure.
Cool.
Always.
And I got a challenge for you today. You got to join in on our catching move. So we raise our arm, and as we bring it down, we say catching. So please join me. Catching. Awesome. See you, Mario.
Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not typical. If we mention any stocks, funds and other type of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself to systemize, to learn and to stick to the rules.